Gaza strike and U.S. flu crisis. A dual crisis unfolds, breaking news. A deadly strike in Gaza and a severe flu season in the U.S. Two crises unfolding simultaneously. Let's break it down. First, Gaza. Airstrikes have left devastation in their wake. Civilians share harrowing accounts of survival. Eyewitnesses describe the moment the strike hit. It was chaos, one survivor recalls. Meanwhile, the U.S. faces a severe flu season. Hospitals are overwhelmed as cases spike. Doctors warn this could be one of the worst flu seasons in decades. Why is it so bad? Experts point to low vaccination rates and a potent strain. Protect yourself. Here's how. Back to Gaza, international leaders are calling for urgent action. But will it come in time? The human cost is staggering. Families are grieving, and aid is struggling to reach those in need. In the U.S., schools and businesses are feeling the impact. Absentee rates are soaring. Health officials urge masks and hand washing. Small steps can make a big difference. The world is watching both crises unfold. How can we help? Here are ways to support. Stay informed and stay safe. We'll keep you updated as these stories develop. Trump's research cuts. A threat to the U.S. economy. Economists are sounding the alarm. Trump's proposed research cuts could seriously harm the U.S. GDP. Let's break it down. The plan. Slash funding for scientific and economic research. But why is this so risky? Research drives innovation. From tech breakthroughs to medical advances, cuts could stall progress. Economists warn less research means slower growth. GDP could take a major hit. Past cuts led to job losses in academia and tech. History could repeat itself. Global competitors like China are investing heavily in research. The U.S. risks falling behind. Some argue cuts could save money short term. But experts say the long-term cost is too high. What's at stake? Slower medical breakthroughs, weaker tech leadership, and a shrinking economy. The debate is heating up. Will Congress push back against these cuts? One thing's clear: research fuels the economy. Cutting it could have dire consequences. What do you think? Should research funding be protected? Let us know in the comments! Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. The controversial GOP bill explained. The House just passed a controversial GOP-led bill to rename the Gulf of Mexico. But why? Let's break it down. The bill proposes changing the name to Gulf of America, sparking heated debates across the nation. Supporters argue the change reflects America's sovereignty and cultural identity. But critics call it unnecessary. Opponents say the move is politically charged, wasting time on symbolism instead of real issues. Historians point out the Gulf has been called Mexico for centuries, tied to the country's rich heritage. The bill now heads to the Senate, where its fate is uncertain. Will it become law? If passed, the change could affect maps, textbooks, and even international relations with Mexico. Mexico's government has already expressed disapproval, calling the move disrespectful. Legal experts debate whether the U.S. can unilaterally rename a shared body of water. Environmental groups worry the debate distracts from urgent Gulf conservation efforts. Public opinion is split. Some see it as patriotic, others as a pointless political stunt. What's next? The Senate vote could happen within weeks. Stay tuned for updates. What do you think? Should the Gulf of Mexico be renamed? Drop your thoughts below. Black smoke at the Vatican. No new pope elected yet. The world watched as black smoke billowed from the Sistine Chapel's chimney, signaling no new pope has been elected yet. This historic event marks the beginning of the papal conclave, where cardinals gather to choose the next leader of the Catholic Church. The black smoke means the cardinals did not reach the required 2/3 majority in the first round of voting. Thousands of faithful gathered in St. Peter's Square, eagerly awaiting the white smoke that would announce a new pope. The process is steeped in tradition, with each vote carefully counted and burned to produce the smoke signal. Experts say the conclave could take days, as cardinals debate the future direction of the Church. The last papal conclave in 2023 elected Pope Francis, who served for 2 years before stepping down. As the world waits, speculation grows about who the next pope might be and what changes they could bring. The next vote is expected soon. Will we see white smoke Or will the waiting continue? Trump's surprising Surgeon General pick. Who is Dr. Casey Means? In a surprising move, former President Trump has nominated Dr. Casey Means, a wellness influencer with ties to RFK Jr., for Surgeon General. Let's break down what this means. Dr. Casey Means is a Stanford-trained physician turned wellness advocate. She co-founded Levels, a metabolic health company, and has a strong social media presence. Her nomination is raising eyebrows due to her close association with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a controversial figure in health circles. Means has been vocal about alternative health approaches, including metabolic health and nutrition-based solutions, a departure from traditional medicine. Critics question whether her wellness-focused background aligns with the Surgeon General's role, which typically emphasizes public health policy. Supporters argue her fresh perspective could revolutionize public health, focusing on prevention rather than treatment. If confirmed, Means would be one of the youngest and most unconventional Surgeon Generals in U.S. history. Her nomination also signals Trump's continued push for non-traditional candidates in key roles. The medical community is divided. Some praise her innovative ideas, while others worry about her lack of public health experience. Means social media influence could be a double-edged sword, connecting with younger Americans, but also drawing scrutiny. Her confirmation hearings will likely focus on her stance on vaccines, given RFK Jr.'s controversial positions. Regardless of the outcome, this nomination highlights the growing influence of wellness culture in politics. What do you think? Is Dr. Casey Means the right pick for Surgeon General? Let us know in the comments! Trump's UK trade deal. What you need to know! Breaking news! Former President Trump is set to unveil a major trade deal with the UK. Let's dive into the details. This is the first trade agreement since the reciprocal tariff pause between the two nations. What does this mean for businesses? The deal aims to boost economic ties, focusing on key industries like technology, agriculture, and manufacturing. Experts say this could lower prices for consumers and create new job opportunities on both sides of the Atlantic. But not everyone is celebrating. Critics warn of potential downsides, including market competition and regulatory challenges. The UK has been seeking stronger trade partnerships post-Brexit. Is this deal a game changer for them? For the US, this could strengthen political and economic alliances ahead of the next election cycle. The specifics of the deal are still under wraps, but we'll break down the key points as soon as they're released. How will this impact global trade dynamics? Analysts are already weighing in on the potential ripple effects. Stay tuned for updates as this story develops. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking news coverage!